Imagine you're running a 400-meter sprint. You are in it, all focused, full speed, every muscle pulling towards the finish line. Now, can you see in that moment how the runner in the lane 2 is doing? Can you see the form of the woman in lane 5? The way she is leaning, where she is losing time. Can you even see your own techniques? Your strides, your shoulders, your back, the mistakes you're making right now? No, you can't. You can't see any of it. You are inside the race. All you can see is the lane in front of you, the line, and the goal you're chasing. The only person who can see the whole race, every runner, every stumble, the real shape of what's happening, is the one sitting still in the stands, the one who isn't running at all. That's your whole life. We are all sprinting, drowning, really, in wanting, in greed, in fear, in love, in money, in expectations, in our addictions and our fantasies. And from inside that ocean, we keep asking, why can't I see clearly? Why can't I find the truth? Why can't I see the bigger picture? You can't see it for the same reason the sprinter can't. You are in the race. So the obvious answer would be fine, then climb the stands, step back, detach, become the observer, watch your life flow, and watch it from the above. And for a long time, I thought that was the answer too. But I want to tell you why I think it's wrong. And I want to use the oldest story we have about exactly this problem. On a battlefield, a warrior named Arjun freezes. In front of him is a colossal army. And in that army are his own family, teachers, people he loves. And he can't do it. He puts his bow down and he says, I won't fight. I just can't. I'll withdraw. Now people misremember this. They think Arjun was being wise, stepping back, refusing the violence. But that's not what was happening. Arjun wasn't seeing clearly. He was trapped in the loop every one of us is trapped in, the loop of gain and loss. What will I keep? What will I lose? If I do this, I lose my family. All the love I invested, gone. His whole mind was running on a single track. Benefit and loss, benefit and loss. And that loop has paralyzed him. And here's the part that changed how I see everything. Krishna does not tell him to step into the stands. He does not say, yes, you are right, Arjun, detach, withdraw, watch from above. He tells him the opposite. He says, fight, stay in the race, run your fullest, but treat victory and defeat as the same. Treat gain and loss as the same. Treat pleasure and pain as the same. Step out of the loop, not out of the race. Do you see the difference? The prison was never the running. The prison was the loop. The endless, exhausting calculation of what's in it for me. You don't escape by leaving the race. You escape by running so completely, so purely, that you stop needing to know the score. This is why Krishna says, don't be attached to the result. And I used to think that was about humility or patience. But I think it's something stranger than that. I think it's that the result is genuinely not computable from where you are standing. You're just one sprinter in one lane, in one race. You cannot see what's materializing for everyone else. You cannot see 1,000 things your one action will touch, the way it ripples out into lives you'll never meet, decades you won't be alive for. The full result of anything you do today is so vast, so tangled, that no human mind sitting inside a moment could ever calculate it. So when you obsess over the result, will this work? Will they like it? Will I win? You're not being responsible. You're attempting a calculation that is mathematically impossible for being your size. Leaving the result to the universe isn't lazy. It isn't giving up. It's just accurate. It's the only honest response to the question too big for you to hold. Run your best and then genuinely let it go. Not because letting go is noble, because holding on was always an illusion. But there is something even deeper here. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. We think life moves in circles. The same seasons come back, the same festivals, the same problems return, the same argument with the same person, the same fear, the same mistake we swore we'd never make again. And we feel like we keep arriving back at the same point, like the wheel just turns and turns. But here is something true and physically real. The earth goes around the sun. That much we all know, a nice closed circle. Except the sun is not standing still. The sun is flying through the galaxy at around 230 km every second, dragging all of us behind it. Which means the earth never actually draws a circle. It draws a spiral, a long, endless spiral through the space. And it never, not once, not ever, returns to the same point it was before. You never been to the same place twice ever in your life. Not in space, not in your life. You feel like you are back at the same problem. You are not. The whole system has moved. You have moved. The water has changed. And so has the one standing in it. There's an old line, you cannot step into the same river twice because it is not the same river and you are not the same man. He said it 2,500 years ago. And he was more accurate than he knew. There is no point in your life you will ever return to. The circle was always a spiral. You just couldn't feel it moving. It's the irony. You just couldn't feel it moving and you don't even feel it now. So now, put the two things together and feel how it lands. You are a runner who can't see the whole race. That was the first thing. And now the second thing. The track itself is moving. The finish line you are sprinting towards is sitting on a coordinate that won't even exist by the time you get there. The world you are planning for will not be the world you arrive in. This is why I keep coming back to the same conclusion even though my mind hates it. There is no clinging to the result, Not because clinging is wrong, but because thing you are clinging to has already moved. You are aiming at a target that is traveling through the dark at 230 kilometers per second. Scientifically saying, you can actually compute this 3D cosmic path. Astrophysicists use three main formulas: the local orbit, the cosmic speed, the helix equation. You can search it on Google. While viral videos often depict solar system as a rigid forward-moving vortex, science shows it is much more complex because the planets orbit the sun on a plane that is tilted roughly like 60 degrees related to the flat disk of the Milky Way, which is not actually flat. The planets trace overlapping, intersecting helix through the cosmic void rather than a perfect trailing spring. I know it's really hard to get it completely in your mind, understand all the technicalities, but let's come back in simple layman language. So what's left? What do you actually do if you can't see the race and finish lines keep moving as well? You do the only thing that was ever really available. You run this step, the one your foot is taking right now, fully, completely, with everything you have. And the next one when it comes. That's it. That's the whole instruction. Everything else, the scoreboard, the rankings, the where am I headed, all of it is a calculation for a mind that can see the whole spiral, and none of us can see the spiral. But then the harder question come to me and it kept me up. Fine, I'll run my step. I'll stop chasing the result. But who decided I'd be the one in this lane at all? Who put me in this race? When I make a choice, when I decide right now to lift this hand, watch this video, is that me deciding? Or was that always going to happen and I'm just feeling the sensation of choosing after that fact? Because there's a power that already decided everything. What is and what will be and when. Then my free will is not free at all. It's just a feeling. A very convincing feeling that I was written to have. The script includes the line where the characters believe he is improvising. And I want to be honest with you, I don't know the answer. I'm going to lay out everything I have found, and I'm not going to pretend one of them is the truth. Because nobody knows. Not the saints, not the scientists. Nobody. There are, as far as I can tell, 4 serious answers, and we cannot prove which one is real. The first, it's all written. Every choice you have ever made is already set. And free will is just the script telling you you are free. The second, it's all cost. And you are still free because maybe freedom was never about being uncaused. Maybe freedom just means acting from your own nature without something forcing you. Like a dog walking beside a moving cart and tied to it. The cart's path is fixed, but dog can still choose to walk with it or instant being dragged. The path is written. The willingness is yours. The third, maybe you really do create. Maybe in this dream of universe, what you dream into, it actually appears. Maybe manifestation. And that capacity to bend reality is the realest freedom there is. And the fourth, the one we talked about before, maybe there is no separate you to be free or trapped in the first place. Maybe it's all one consciousness, dreaming. And the question dissolves because there was never a small driver inside the car. Even a scientist who put electrodes on the people's head found something unsettling. The brain seemed to start a decision before the person felt they had decided. Some say that proves we are not driving. Others say it proves nothing. They argue about it to this day. So here's the astounding thing, and I want you to actually sit in it, not rush past it. You are going to live your entire life, every choice, every love, every word, every step in your race, and you will never once know for certain whether any of it was yours. You'll never know if your choice, your life, or watched it happen, called it choosing. And strangely, it doesn't stop. You still have to live. You still have to get up tomorrow and run your step. The not knowing doesn't pause life until you solve it. So maybe the not knowing was never a problem to be solved. Maybe it's just a condition. The water we swim in, and the entire art of being a human being is learning the act fully, to run your fullest, to love completely without ever getting the answer. That's not a small thing. That might be the hardest and the most beautiful thing a person ever learns. Which brings me to the last question, the one underneath all of them. What is truth? I sat down to think about all of this, and even as I was thinking it, a strange doubt crept in. These thoughts I am having right now, are they even mine? Or they are placed in me? Is my soul waking up? Or am I just a small eye in the vast dream thinking exactly the thoughts I was always going to think? Funny, right? Why am I even the one asking this? And here's where I've landed, and I wanted to be very careful with my words. I don't think there is a single fixed truth that any of us could ever hold in our hands. I really don't. I think there are only perspectives, shifting, endless perspectives. Each one partial, each one true. From where it stands, an incomplete moment, you step somewhere else. We do not have the eagle's eye. We never will. A part can never see the whole it's part of. There is no map of the whole. There's only a small patch of ground under each of our feet. See from one angle in a moment that has already moved. And I'll tell you honestly, what does that do to me some nights? It makes me feel completely meaningless, purposeless. Like there is no realization waiting for me, no clarity, no awareness, no truth at the end of the day. Just a small consciousness floating in something far too big to understand. Having thoughts it can't even prove belong to it. No eagle's eye, no map, no certainty about single thing. I'm not going to dress that up for you. There are moments it feels like standing in front of a completely empty page, and being told this is your life and having no idea what any of it is for. But if you stand in front of that empty page long enough, something turns over quietly. And you notice something you missed. If no meaning was handed to me, then no meaning was forbidden to me either. The empty page isn't a sentence. It could be an invitation. The fact that universe didn't pre-write my purpose doesn't mean I have none. It means I'm holding a pen. A man who survived worst place humans ever built said it like this: meaning is not something you find lying around. It's something you answer for with how you live. And another said, once you truly accept that the universe owes you no answer, in that exact moment, you are free. So the meaninglessness was never the end of the road. It was the door. I just had to stand in the dark in front of it long enough to feel it open. So what do I actually do? Knowing I can't see the whole race, knowing the finish line is moving, knowing I'll never find out if I'm even the one running, knowing there's no fixed truth to hold. I do only one thing, which is left for me. And it turns out it's enough. I stop trying to see the whole race. I stop demanding to know if I'm free. I stop waiting for the truth to hand itself over. And I just live the moment that's arriving, this second and the next one. I go with the flow of it. If I was meant to be one who finds the answer, then I'll find the answer. And if I'm not, then at least I have asked. At least I will have raised the question out loud into the dark. And maybe that's it. Maybe the asking was the path. Maybe wisdom was never about arriving anywhere. Maybe it's just the ability to walk the hardest questions in your life calmly, without any guarantee that you'll ever solve them. It doesn't promise you success. But for some people, and I think I might be one of them, the walking itself is the success. I have no realization, no clarity, no truth, no awareness. I want to be honest about that too, in the very end. But I have a feeling, quiet and certain, in a way I can't explain and can't prove. A feeling that whatever is coming is going to be extraordinary, unimaginably good, peaceful, somehow exactly right for my soul. And maybe a feeling like that, held in an empty hand with no proof, in the middle of a dream you can't see the edges of. Maybe that's the most honest thing a human being can carry. Sometimes I even feel that I'm just recording a journal. That's all I have today. Maybe next time I'll have walked a little further.